Hey guys, it's Laura, and welcome to another intuitive art piece. I am doing these in a series, so I've had 4 people in a group, and now I'm finishing this up and then getting to the last person. It's interesting to see how each person's journey unfolds. For this one, I did do a reading for her, I want to say years ago, and it was very active, and I'm going to attach it to the end of this so you can watch the other video I made for her. But this one is more simple, and it's about her embodying the energy of being unlimited. Okay? Being unlimited is so important for her because we can get caught up in the everyday struggle of, like, what's our day looking like the patterns, okay? The wake up, sleep, eat, repeat, and sometimes we can have like a laser focus in our life. Like things can only come to me this way or that way, or come from here or come from there. I know she's an enlightened person, but this is just a gentle reminder in those times when she gets stuck to look at the art piece, connect with her guardian angels, which her guardian angel was in the last art piece, which it was kind of funny. It was like a rainbow, and she was on a horse with her guardian angel going up a pot of gold or something. It was pretty hilarious. This one is more subtle. It's like everything is inside of her, and she just needs to remember that. The God within me. I need to activate my God light within me. Instead of everything being outside forces, factors that I can't control or be aware of, this art piece is urging her to take action, take control, and know that she's creating her circumstances. And so these little symbols here, I added these at the last minute. This is an infinity symbol, that 8, but they guided me to put it that way, like it's floating above her hands. And this one was the inner spiral. And down here it says unlimited. And the original concept was like she was a shooting star coming from the universe. And this is kind of like a hillside at like dusk or something. And I tried to put like a buildings and that, but it didn't look quite right. It's kind of like a landscape. And then we have like a little bit of that sunset energy going. And there's a little bit of shooting stars here. I just made them tiny, if you see. And what's important about these colors is it symbolizes what her homework is. Her guardian angels said the lower chakras need a lot of work. And I'm just going to get out my handy dandy chakra chart. For those that are not familiar, it's the energy centers in your body that house different feelings, emotions, and organs. And sometimes when we have issues, illnesses, things in those areas, is representative of what we need to work on in life. And also to whatever you push down inside of you, eventually it's going to come back with a vengeance. So it's like, and sometimes we push down our feelings, and then after a while we start to manifest illnesses in those areas. Like I'll give you an example from me. I used to be a big emotional eater. I would stuff my feelings, so I had a lot of issues in my stomach, my sacral and solar plexus area. So her homework is these areas here. And a lot of times, spiritual people, all this stuff is balanced and open. But then when you get down here, sometimes these areas need work. So the root here, if you look at that, this is just an example chart. It talks about the body's needs, safety, actions, groundedness, physical energy, So this might be about getting exercise, manifesting with the intention of exercise. That could be walks, things of that nature. She wants to look at her life. I got the 80-20 rule. And so with the 80-20 rule, that's about how much energy are you putting out versus manifesting. Are you 80% action and 20% manifesting? Or is it 80%, in your head and things of that nature and 20% action? So think about that. Where am I in my journey on this? The next chakra is the feelings, emotional needs, boundaries. This is just kind of a description. Trust, warmth, intimacy. So these areas, feeling secure, trusting in herself and her own guidance. And what I get here is about her own control over herself, her abilities, what she's capable of. Like as we get older, people kind of are like, well, I passed my prime on that. I can't do this anymore. And the more that they feel that way, it's like even their body starts to give up. So as you get older, you always want to continue learning, growing, getting outside of your comfort zone, trying new things. So this last one is the mental energy, okay? The energy of perfectionism. Sometimes we can get, if there's something we want to do, if we get overwhelmed, the energy of perfectionism can come in and then we don't do anything or we overdo it. So those are the areas she wants to look at, and she can work on it with her guardian angels and ask them to balance it for her. I mean, people can often get Reiki and other stuff and get those areas aligned. But what they're saying is for her to work with her guardian angel. I asked my guardian angel to balance, align, heal, strengthen my chakras, things of that nature. And she can tell that she's out of alignment if she's in fear with any of those centers, okay? Sometimes, again, as we get older, we just kind of give up and it just is what it is, but they're asking her to take action. And I'm not saying that's exactly her situation, because this is something that's being put on the internet. It may be some of these messages are for the people watching as well. Okay, so take that all in, guys. And intuitive art pieces are in my Etsy shop if you're interested. And take care.